I thank the ancestors, spirit guides, and beings of the highest light for protecting me in this space. I greet you all as you come in the highest vibration and frequency of stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness. Stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness. Stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness. May you be feeling good for no reason at all. I find myself feeling good for no reason at all, operating in the highest vibration and radiation of stillness of mind, abundance of spirit, love and heart, health and being, and wholeness and totality. I'm feeling good for no reason at all. It takes work just to rest. I repeat, it takes work just to rest. And we work so hard, at least some of us work so hard at working, it's even harder for us to rest. So I'm gonna say it again, it takes work just to rest. And that's what I'm gonna be touching on. Amongst some other things, I got different downloads, so y'all bear with me. It take work just to rest. And it's funny how we pay it so little attention because we so focused on work. But what about rest? I found myself off sync. And when we off sync internally, we'll get confirmation externally. And when I found myself off sync, I had to do some self-checking. I was doing too much. You know how we use the term doing too much? Sabu was doing too much. And your body lets you know. So I had to check myself. Your body will let you know. Don't ignore the signs. It's a lot going on. I know I ain't the only one who felt this current shift that we just underwent. And it's not a good thing or a bad thing, but it was heavy. It was intense. The energy was real heavy and intense. I'm sure on us all. I know I'm not the only one. But I immediately knew that I had to fall back. I had to fall back and regroup, recalibrate, realign. I was doing too much. If you've been doing too much, you know what I'm talking about. But I had to start recharging myself physically, mentally, emotionally. More so physically, because the physical recharge accelerates the light body, the mental recharge, the emotional recharge. If you're tired, 9 times out of 10, you're grumpy, you're irritable, you're easily aggravated, you easy to get in your temper, etc., etc. So I had to recharge my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit, in stillness, in nature, just listening to the birds, to traffic, just to life, move with the movement of life in me. And it felt good. It restored my equilibrium. So whoever I'm talking to, don't forget to take time to give yourself time for some quiet time. It's good. I want to give us some flowers for those of us who are consistent. I want to give us some flowers. And before I go any further, I want to tap this bowl with an affirmation. Today's affirmation going to be, I am the harmonizing presence. 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 So it is. We're going to need some harmony. And if we got harmony, we're going to have balance. I want to give us some flowers once again for those who have been consistent in showing up for yourself. It's not all about how we show up for others. Sometimes it's about, or most times, it's about how we show up for ourselves so we can show up for others. It's important that our mind and our hearts be in balance. And if our mind and our hearts are in balance, are in harmony, we will find ourselves being able to perform any task efficiently and effectively. That's important because when it comes to our energy and our health, your energy is your health. I'm going to say it again. I find that very important. Because when it comes to our energy and our health, our energy is our health. I'm very crafty with words, so you got to listen. It's a cult teaching. Emotionally, mentally, and physically. We must be aware to the point that emotionally, our emotional energy, our mental energy, and our physical energy is our first priority. We need to know where we're at on our internal navigational system, our internal GPS. We need to know where we're at. We need to know how we feel. We need to know what we're doing when we're doing anything at any given point in time. If you're not at your best for you, how you gonna be at your best for anybody else? If I'm not at my best for me, how I'm gonna be at my best for you? It just don't work like that. We live in a world of attract, repel, or trap. We magnets. We radios. Transmit, receive. Transmit, receive. Attract, repel. Attract, repel. Magnet, radio. We so many things. So many things. But we live in a world of attract, repel, so we need to be mindful on how we pull and tug on the energies of others, as well as being aware of how our energies, our personal energy is being pulled and tugged on. It's not personal, but it is a personal work. Energetically, because our energy and our health is knowing that our energy is our health. Your energy is your health. And I hear a lot about wealth building and prosperity and the bag and this and that. And that's all good. But just know that building wealth go hand in hand with building your health, maintaining your health, and keeping your health up to par with whatever you're trying to build externally. Reason being is you don't have to go far to find or to witness or see a lot of people well off and not physically able to enjoy it because they don't work so hard to accumulate and wasn't taking care of their health. We want to be around to enjoy the comforts of what we accumulate. At least that's where I'm at, you know, at this present point in my timeline. We want to be around to enjoy the comforts of whatever it is that we're working towards and be able to share it with those that we love and care about. Ain't that's the dream? You will figure. But the bigger you dream, it may take some time for you to see the results off the pillow. What I mean by that is, the world is a highway. And in order to stay in your lane, sometimes you just got to keep your eye on what's in front of you. You can't worry about what's going on outside. You gotta keep your eye on what's in front of you. I don't know who I'm talking to. But a way to share what I'm saying is because I can shoot a basketball, because I know how to make a shot, that don't mean I'm a Kobe Bryant and rising presence to Kobe. But just because I could shoot a shot, that don't mean that I was meant to be a basketball player, because I could shoot a basketball. In order to stay in your lane, you got to keep your eyes on what's in front of you. And in order to keep your eyes on what's in front of you, you got to know what's in you. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody. Stay in your lane. Trust your process. And in order to trust your process, you got to trust you. In order for me to trust my process, just to be able to do this, express myself in this video, it's part of me trusting my process. And in order for me to trust my process, I got to trust myself. I ain't got much, but I just came in to touch. I wanted to touch bases. It's Hump Day Wednesday. Spend more time in thanking your cellular structure for the love that y'all have for one another. Your cellular structure is attached to your health. So this is how I talk to myself. How are you talking to yourself? Thank your cellular structure for the love that y'all have for one another. That's what's holding you together. Y'all shall find it strange to hear me say this. Thank your cellular structure for the love that y'all have for one another. Especially if you're having health issues, health concerns. And even if you don't, you know, good health is preventative health. We don't want to wait till we got ailments to tackle the ailment then. We want to do things now so we can prevent the ailments from occurring. Thank your cellular structure for the love that y'all have for one another. And if you don't have love for your cellular structure, and I'm laughing because it's serious, but I'm laughing. If you don't have love for your cellular structure, you better start creating a relationship with it. You better start talking life over your life. Because I don't know what over the hill is for other people. But when I get to whatever ripe old age considered for me to be over the hill, I want to at least be 20 to 30 years younger in my feelings and how I'm looking and in my energy. At least 20 to 30 years younger than what I am in the moment of, in my moment of over the hill. And at the rate I'm going right now, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. So I'm gonna give myself a round of applause. You hear me? And if you're doing a good job with all you got to do with what you came here working with, give yourself a round of applause too. You hear me? The sooner we start thinking like this, the sooner we start operating with ourselves like this, the better. And it feels good. And it's not just a feeling, it's a reality. I live it. It's like every time I go back home, I was just thinking about it before I started this video. Every time I go back home, I always hear, "Saul, every time I see you, you're looking younger and younger." I say, "Yeah, I know. What you telling yourself?" What are we telling ourselves, man? How I'm talking right now is how I talk to myself, verbally, in my head, all day long, all day long. I want to live life in the fullest of this light that I can while I'm here. Reflecting on the cow, I found myself reflecting on what the cow spoke to in Sunday's message. Give with love, give with unconditional love and grace. I also found myself I found myself dealing with a situation where I had to apply that same principle to the situation that I was called for, fam. The ability to give with unconditional love and grace. And I was obedient to what I was compelled to do. Just to say this. Sometimes people need our help. And we may not ever even have a clue or idea. And then sometimes, because they may not make it known, but then sometimes people need our help and they do make it known. And when it's made known to you, I say this to that. If you feel led to do something for somebody, do it. If you feel led to do something for somebody, then do it. Because when it's from the heart, the mind can never get in the way. And the reason that I point that out is because a lot of times we'll be led to do things for people, or sometimes people will be put on our heart. It'll be shown to us that somebody we know or somebody we're connected to needs some help from us, some type of assistance from us, and we won't move on it. We'll be disobedient to what the higher self, what the innate, what the inner self is urging us to do. We won't move on it. And it wasn't so important to me a while ago as it is now. But I wish it was. I wish it was. If you feel led to do something for somebody, do it. Don't hold back. If it's coming from your heart, do it. And if it's coming from your heart, you already done did it. See, because when it's coming from the heart, the mind can't get in the way. The ego can't get in the way and Jedi mind trick you, you know, or why you should not do it, or how much it is, or whatever the case may be, whatever the thing may be that is being asked of you to do. Don't let your mind get in the way. And if your heart is involved, your mind can't even contaminate it. Don't make an excuse not to do what you feel compelled to do when you can do it. Other than that, If you're not laughing as much as you're working, you need to ask yourself, are you really living? Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all. Remain true and authentic to the highest frequency of your authentic self, as I do. I am truly yours, Sawu the God. Thank you for the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, donations, contributions, support of all forms. Rock with me. Peace, family.